Hey yo, what's poppin', gang? It's your boy On, and today we finna watch something different. You feel me? Today, what we finna watch is y'all remember when Young Dolph had passed earlier, and so apparently Yo Gotti had said something about it, and then apparently they had beef, but they used to be friends before, and yeah, it was kind of the whole thing's kind of crazy. I know a little bit, but like, you feel me? I don't know everything, so let's get into it.
Ever since rapper Young Dolph passed, Yo Gotti has rocked headlines, as many believe that he has a connection to the murder. After several shootouts and diss tracks, why won't people think he did it? Yo Gotti got more suspicious after fans got a hold of what he said about Young Dolph's death. Keep watching to find out what he said. Young Dolph death. Young Dolph stepped into his favorite cookie store to get some cookies, but he never stepped out alive. The rapper was visiting his hometown in Memphis, Tennessee to spend his Thanksgiving holidays with his family. While in Memphis, he took...
You can't even go to like your hometown for Thanksgiving, bro, and go to your favorite spot and get your favorite meal or anything from your hometown spot, bro, without people hate on you and somebody trying to do something to somebody, bro. That's sad, bro. Why can't people just live their own life, bro, and do their own thing?
To visit his favorite cookie store, which he has promoted several times. Dolph stepped into the cookie store at noon on that fateful day when two guys in hoodies and guns pulled up and started shooting at the store. Unfortunately, Young Dolph was caught up in the shootout and he died on the scene. The whole of Memphis and many other places in the world were talking about Young Dolph's passing, and someone everyone least expected had something to say. If you guess Yo Gotti, then I've got to give you some credit. What did Yo Gotti say? Since Young Dolph's death, Yo Gotti has been called out a lot as the two rappers were known to hate each other. But what you didn't know was that they were in fact friends in the past. It wasn't until Young Dolph turned down Yo Gotti's offer to be on his record label that the two fell off. They, however, became...
Just because someone didn't want to join your record label, you gonna fall off with it, bro. That's petty. Like, people be hateful.
Enemies when Young Dolph claimed that he was the king of Memphis, which is a title that Yo Gotti doesn't like to share with anyone else. Fans knew the beef was heated when Yo Gotti's associates were connected to Young Dolph's shooting that left him in critical condition in the hospital. Anyway, Yo Gotti somehow managed to pick the morning of Young Dolph's shooting to post a very mysterious quote on his Instagram story. He said, "Good morning. Don't value the things you don't have over the things you do." Many fans agree that he meant Young.
He did it. His homeboys did it. His auntie did it. Cousins did it. I think he got a brother. His brother did it. His mama did it. His granny, whoever. Bro, he did it, bro. There's no way the morning you're gonna post something like that. Come on now, dog. He did that, bro. There's no possible way he did not do that. Or set it up or something.
Shouldn't value the supposed title of King of Memphis, which wasn't his over his own life. In fact, some fans have attributed this to a quote from Grand Theft Auto when Playboy hired Nico to kill his old friend Dwayne, who later became his rival.
It's the hustling instinct. You gotta keep reinventing yourself and figuring it out. Game changing, you gotta be on top of it.
Why should Yo Gotti comment? Well, to be honest, no one expects Yo Gotti to say anything about the death of Young Dolph just yet, because whatever he says will surely be twisted in the media.
Right,
however,
you and somebody beefing, right, and they die. You would want to keep that. You would want whatever. You wouldn't want to say nothing about them, because then that would make you suspicious, bro. So why is you talking like? Honestly, bro, he would have to like wait years, bro. If we're being honest, wait years to say something.
Young Dolph's passing, Yo Gotti's name, has been springing up a lot in connection to the shooting, and the rapper is yet to say anything about these allegations. You see, Yo Gotti and Young Dolph go way back. The two rappers are from Memphis, but they never actually got along. It became an official beef in 2014 when Young Dolph refused to be signed into Yo Gotti's record label. In an interview, Young Dolph said that he would rather see his own investment in himself through than latch onto another artist's movement.
Right, because like, you want to make money on your own. And as somebody who's making money on their own, and your homeboy want to make money on their own, you should respect that and want to help them. You feel me? And if that's really your real homeboy, you won't want them working underneath you. That's crazy.
I'm a loner, bro. I do better and come up with it better, and I make money, do a lot. Yeah, I do everything better, bro. Just being by myself.
He also claimed that Yo Gotti picked offense over his refusal.
Like that, bro. Like some people are like that. Like I'm one of those people. Like leave me alone and let me do what I do. You feel me?
To join CMG. After Young Dolph refused to join Yo Gotti, the two went their separate ways, but one just couldn't keep away, Yo Gotti. Although he never publicly came out to attack Young Dolph, he was getting some dust in his name underground, and Young Dolph somehow got the wind of it. Dolph took to his Twitter to call out Yo Gotti. He wrote, "Bro went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater." From the tweet, you'll notice that Young Dolph
seems like the type. Yo Gotti seems like the type to like keep poking until somebody really like say, "Alright, bro," and like do something to him. Like you know, that little fat kid at the park who always keep messing with people. You feel me? Until somebody really like, you feel me, put hands on him, and then he stop messing with people. Yeah.
Mention anyone's name, so at the time, people weren't exactly sure who he was talking about. However, everyone kinda got the message after Young Dolph dropped his album, which he titled King of Memphis. This was a blow to Yo Gotti, as everyone knew he was the King of Memphis. Gotti never commented on the issue per usual until Young Dolph went on to make a diss track about him. Dolph started off by posting a couple of videos on Instagram and then using the caption, "First thing first, everybody know it's you, Gotti, that's sending your artists out to say the lame he been saying and doing." Dolph wrote in the Instagram caption, adding, "I guess you still mad cause I didn't never sign with your or is you still in your feelings cause you fell out with Gucci Mane and you was mad at me cause I kept rocking with Gucci." Shortly after this post,
this man really put it all on the gram, all on the internet. You feel me? That's crazy. Making it public. I don't see why people make it public, but I mean, if you gotta make a point, you gotta make a point. If that's the only way that they will understand it, then I guess that's just how you make a point. You feel me?
Young Dolph released the diss track, Play With Yo. In the song, he claimed that he had a fling with Yo Gotti's wife, and everyone knows that Yo Gotti doesn't play about Lakeisha. Gotti responded with his own diss track titled Don't Beef With Me.
You don't play with a man's wife, bro, dog. You don't. You just don't play with a man's wife, bro. That's just something that you just don't do.
Attack Young Dolph and send him a warning shot. Gotti didn't stop at the song. This was basically the highlight of the two rappers' beef all through Dolph's lifetime. With everything that happened between these rappers, it isn't surprising that Yo Gotti doesn't have anything to say. However, with his name popping in and out the news, he's probably going to drop a statement one of these days.
Never finna see me on Twitter ranting, trying to clear something up or explain something. "Oh no, they want me. This, it want me because this happened." Or "Oh, I ain't say that, he said." Or you never gonna see it.
Did Yo Gotti do it? Now, the cops are yet to bring out any information with regards to parties involved in the murder. However, from the things that have happened in the past between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise if Gotti's was involved in the shooting. You see, Dolph has been shot several times, and in all his shootings, it has always been traced back to Yo Gotti somehow. The first
This man is like 50 Cent. Man, second, that's double proof. What he said earlier, the thing he posted the morning that Dolph had died, and then this is double proof, bro. All the times he got shot somehow got traced back to Yo Gotti, bro. Put this man behind bars, bro. What is y'all doing?
involving Yo Gotti was in February 2017 when Young Dolph was on his way to a concert in Charlotte, North Carolina. The vehicle he was driving in was shot at with over 100 bullets. However, Young Dolph didn't have as little as a scratch when he came out of the vehicle. When asked about the incident in an interview, Young Dolph said that he was well protected in his vehicle as he spent $300,000 getting the vehicle bulletproof. At the time, Young Dolph wasn't quite certain that Yo Gotti had planned the whole thing. However, Yo Gotti was never pinned to that shooting, but one of his loyal artists, Black Youngster, was arrested along with his associates. Black Youngster turned himself in after a warrant for his arrest was served. Several months later, Young Dolph found himself in a hospital bed with multiple gunshot wounds. He was attacked by 3 men from Yo Gotti's entourage at the Lowe's Hollywood Hotel, where the two rappers coincidentally stayed at during their stay in California. The argument got so intense that one of the men shot at young Dolph multiple times, leaving him seriously wounded. Dolph was able to find cover at a shoe store until he was taken to the hospital. One of the men was later caught, and he revealed that he was a member of
Bro, this man look like he is somebody's dad. Like, he's somebody's father. Like, get this man, like, this man look like somebody's father, dog. Like, go raise your kids. Stop shooting people. Go raise your children.
his entourage. After these two attacks, fans will certainly not doubt the slightest report that Yo Gotti had a hand in Young Dolph's murder.
A man has been arrested in connection with the shooting of rapper Young Dolph. Police booked Corey McClendon from Memphis, Tennessee for attempted murder.
Was it gang-related? After several incidents that just occurred in Memphis after Young Dolph's death, people are beginning to think it's gang-related and retaliation may be at play. For starters, a couple of hours after Dolph was shot and killed, Yo Gotti's restaurant was shut down by authorities. Apparently, the restaurant Privé was shut down as a precaution due to the beef that they both had. A Fox News reporter saying, "Breaking news at MEM Police Department, shut down Privé and businesses nearby as a precaution since at Yo Gotti has connections with the business and past interactions with now dead rapper Young Dolph, pound praying for peace at Fox 13 Memphis." However, fans believe there was a different reason as to why the restaurant was shut down. Many people believe that Yo Gotti expected a protest of some sort from Young Dolph fans against his murder, and since the restaurant was close to Makita's Bakery, he assumed that it may be attacked by the angry and grieved fans. I don't know about you all, but it makes more sense when you question whether he did it or not, along with this move of closing up his restaurant. Apart from Yo Gotti's restaurant, other things happened that left people puzzled about the murder. You see, the same vehicle used as a getaway car in Young Dolph's murder was linked to a shooting that happened on November 12th in Covington, which is about an hour away from Memphis. According to the Covington police, the same white Mercedes-Benz was used when two women were shot at after a high school football game. One of the victims, Anita Wilson.
Why are you using the same gun? I mean, not the same gun, the same car, bro. How dumb can you be? Why are you using the same whip?
Died while the other survived. The police statement read, "We also feel confident that the vehicle used in the shooting of Young Dolph was also used in our shooting. We are working closely with the Memphis Police Department and other agencies." The crazy part of it is that the vehicle wasn't just involved in Dolph's murder and the Covington shooting. It was also connected to other shootings. A Memphis detective, Detective Tony Doss, determined the shootings have all been gang-related. We have been able to piece together that all of the people are connected in some way or another, and it has to do with gang retaliation, Doss said. Who wanted Dolph dead? Just as Young Dolph was loved by many, he was also hated by many more. Ever since the rapper was a teenager, he has been shot several times. While some of the shootings weren't life-threatening, others left him stuck in the hospital for months until finally he passed on from the recent shootout. Some rappers are likely to have a hand in the murder case as they have tried to kill him in the past. Rappers like Black Youngster and Soulja Boy. Shortly before his death, Soulja Boy and Young Dolph had a bit of a disagreement online, which Soulja Boy took too far. Young Dolph was minding his business, talking about being independent, when Soulja Boy jumped in and said Dolph and his entire Paper Route Empire crew was capping. When the crew poured the smoke on Soulja Boy, he couldn't handle it. He went on Instagram Live to rant and throw tantrums and even go as far as placing a bounty on Young Dolph's head. He said,
definitely has something to do with it. Wait. But then, wait, so it has to be either one of the two. Either Soulja Boy or Yo Gotti. It has to be one of the two. Because he's saying that he put out a bounty on his head, Soulja Boy. And then he also said that multiple shootings, like the shootings before, all have been tied to Yo Gotti. So it's either they're working together or it has to be one of them two. Interesting.
We end up talking about Dolph's lane. Clout chasing. Man, stop playing. I'll put 100 ball on this head. Ain't never played with me. Last that played with me, I shot him. I don't do the shoot, get shot at. I'll do the shooting at. I bet $100,000 this won't give me an address. How about that? Look, I got 100K.
Huh?
Into the shooting. Luckily for him, the charges of 6 counts of discharging a weapon into an occupied dwelling or moving vehicle and felony conspiracy that he received were dropped. He may have been facing long-term prison time had the trials progressed. It's not hard to see why Black Youngster may have been behind this as well. Black Youngster owes his loyalty to Yo Gotti, which means
Wait, so that's 3 people who want to kill this man. No, that's crazy. I wonder what he did to Soulja Boy and Black Youngster.
When Gotti got beef with, automatically got beef.
Oh, well, I know why he got beef with, or why Black Youngster got beef with him, I should say. Because he said he was the king of Memphis.
So anyone Gotti wants out the picture would be taken out. One more person who may have wanted Young Dolph dead but wasn't particularly involved in the shooting was Darion D. Money Childs. The Memphis comedian wasn't a fan of Young Dolph, and he shared it with the world after Young Dolph passed. D. Money took to his Facebook page to make a post about Young Dolph's death. He wrote, "If the news don't post me as a Memphis legend when I die, then they hate it." He continued, "Man, them folks just kill Young Dolph. I love Memphis cause we so gangster. Man, cause if you ain't from Memphis or if you ain't the police."
Bro, what is up with this man? This man wishing on people dead.
"Just quit trying to solve Young Dolph murder," he continued. "These folks then came and locked my GMA up."
Wait, so that's 4 people, bro? That's 4 people, bro. Bro, that's 4 people, dog. Come on, man.
A couple of days after Darion made this post, he was shot and killed. And many believe that he was
I don't mean to laugh, bro. I don't mean to laugh, bro. But I'm sorry. But bro, what did you expect? This man talking stuff about a man who's big in the city, bro, and who passed. He gonna have hitters, bro. And you talk about they dead man, bro. They dead big homie. They coming for your head, bro. What is you thinking? Are you? So now that's not 4. That's 3. 3 people who are like suspects. You feel me?
because of the jokes he made about Young Dolph's death. In fact, and according to the inner streets of Memphis, more than 5 people have been killed since Young Dolph was shot. They believe that it is a retaliation of some sort, or people who disrespect the name of Memphis legend, Young Dolph.
Well, that's what happens when you disrespect hometown hero, you feel me? That's what happens when you that's what happens when you disrespect the hometown hero. You get blicked up. I don't condone that, man. That's bad, but like that's crazy though. But like we gonna move on to what's next, you feel me? That's crazy. I didn't know all that. I didn't know that everything was so deep though. That's crazy. But I'll see y'all next time, man. I'm gone.